Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.